Hey there, Chuck here, Corner Store Card Collector, back with another video. Hope everybody's having a great Wednesday evening. It is July 12th, and what I want to do tonight is I want to continue on with my series called A Peek Into My Collection, where I show different segments of my collection, and tonight I'm going to be showing you my 1958 Topps football set. I've been trying to shoot this video since Saturday. However, things have just come up and I've gotten super busy, hence the reason why I'm shooting this late in the evening on Wednesday tonight. Like I said, I've been trying to get this done for about 3 or 4 days, but it just didn't happen. So here I am tonight, going ahead and going to show you my 1958 Topps football set. So let me go ahead and turn the camera around and I'll show you what I got. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at my 1958 Topps football set. But before we do so, I just want to say a couple of things about the set itself. So the set contains 132 cards, picture cards, and then there's one, I guess it's an unmarked checklist. I don't have that card. So to have the complete set, there's 133 cards, but there's 132 player cards, and then there's that one checklist card which doesn't have a number on it. Out of the 132 cards, I have 112 of those cards. So out of the 112, I have 7 that are graded, and I also have 5 more that are in the process of being graded. I do not have those 5 pulled out of my PSA ready box. I didn't want to go through 2,500 cards to find them. I don't have them separated in vintage and modern and ultra modern. They're all kind of mixed together. So I didn't really want to go through all the cards to pull them out, but I did write them down, so I will mention the ones that are in the process of being graded. So I do have 112 out of the 132 cards. I do not have the no numbered checklist. So the key rookies in the set, there's not many key rookies. Obviously, the number 1 key rookie is the Jim Brown rookie card, which I do not have. That is the number 2 targeted card at this time, right at this moment. My number 1 targeted card is going to be the 1965 Topps Joe Namath rookie card, and then my second targeted card is my the 1958 Topps Jim Brown rookie card. There are there is one more key rookie in this set, which is the Sonny Jurgensen, which I do have graded, and then there are some other key star cards, such as the Johnny Unitas second-year card and the Bart Starr second-year card. The set was released as a full series of 132 cards, so they were printed equally. So there are no short prints. There are no insert cards, obviously. And the set is also condition sensitive. There is a oval picture on the card, and on the edges, and I'll show you in my first graded card. On the edges, as you see the oval there, there's a lot of chipping along the sides here, which also takes away from the card itself. And then another issue that this set had was printing centered cards. So it's very difficult to find centered cards. The majority of them have been off-center, whether it's top or bottom, left and right, or both. So those are the 2 major problems with this set: chipping and centering. All right, so with that being said, let's go ahead and show you the cards that I have in the set. I'll start off with the graded cards. I just showed you this Bobby Lane in a PSA 4. The back of the cards are pretty neat. Nice bright red color. On the left-hand side, it has the player's personal data. It also has a little write-up about them, and then on the majority of the cards, offensive player cards and some of the defensive player cards, it has some statistics for the year before, the previous year, and then their lifespan in the NFL. And on the right-hand side, they have this big white box. It's kind of like a cartoon type thing. You take a coin and you would rub on the back of it. It would produce an image of some sort of a football theme with a little quotation or a saying on the back. So anyways, the back of the card is pretty bright red, and a lot of information about the player itself. And then on the front side of the card, you have either a portrait shot or some sort of an action photo shot placed within the oval circle. So there's my Bobby Lane in a PSA 4. I also have this Chicago Bears team card. So after a year of hiatus, Topps started the team cards again. So in 1956 they had team cards, and then they took a year off in 1957, and then back in 1958 they came back with the team cards. So this is the Chicago Bears team card in a PSA 5. Back of the team card just talks a little bit about the team itself. Still has on the right hand side, it still has that area where you can rub a coin across and get kind of like a cartoon strip. And then on the left hand side, just a little bit of information about the team itself. On the player cards, it's a little bit of information on the player itself. Next I have this Ted Marchibroda card in a PSA 5. I do want to make a correction. I think in my 1956 top set video I did, I mentioned that Ted Marchibroda was the GM of the Buffalo Bills during the Super Bowl years in the early 1990s. I was incorrect. He was actually the defensive coordinator. So I just wanted to make that correction. So Ted Marchibroda in a PSA 5. Next up is this Frank Gifford in a PSA 5. Not too bad of a halfback, much better as a Monday Night Football announcer. I think he was an announcer for about 20 or 25 years on ABC. Did all the Monday Night Football games. Next I have this Sonny Jurgensen rookie. Hall of Famer. Actually, Frank Gifford's a Hall of Famer. Let's see what else I have in here. Yep. Bobby Lane. So, again, Bobby Lane, Hall of Famer. Frank Gifford, Hall of Famer. Sonny Jurgensen, this is his rookie card. Also a Hall of Famer. Jim Ringo, another Hall of Famer. And a PSA 7. The Chicago Bears team card, I do have one in my binder, ungraded, and I also have a Jim Ringo ungraded. I just sold a PSA 5 on eBay not too long ago, but I did keep the PSA 7. And then the final card is another Hall of Famer, Willie Gilmore. He's in a PSA 5. Now the cards that I have slated to go to PSA during one of their future vintage lots, I have Yale Larry, which is another Hall of Famer, Lou Groza, Hall of Famer, Earl Morrell, Y.A. Tittle, which is another Hall of Famer, and then finally Art Donovan. So those are the 5 cards that I have slated to go to PSA whenever the vintage or the vintage special comes out. I got them slated to go. All right, so let's go ahead and open up the binder. I'll show you what I got inside here. Okay, starting on the first page, and they go in sequential order from 1 to 9 and so on and so forth to 132. So on the top right here we got Joe Schmidt, Hall of Famer. Cleveland Browns team card. This card has Jim Brown on it. I didn't realize how good of a shape the card is in. I might pull this out and get it graded. It'll probably come back a 4 or a 5. It's off center, left and right. Up and down looks pretty good, but there's a dinged up corner down here. The other 3 corners look good, but it'll probably come back a 4, maybe a 5. Okay, Lenny Moore, Hall of Famer. Andy Rubatelli, another Hall of Famer. Gino Marchetti, another Hall of Famer. John Arnett's rookie card. Not considered a key rookie, but it's a well-known rookie. Zeke Burkowski. I had this card, not this exact card in my binder, but I found this card as a small child. I think I was probably 9 or 10 years old. I found this card laying on the ground. It was basically ripped in half, and I picked it up and threw it in my book bag. on my way home from school, and I may even still have that card somewhere. I'm gonna have to look, see if I can find it. Yeah, it's just funny how you remember stories about particular cards. Alex Webster up here in the top right, another rookie. I'm sorry, not a rookie, but a Hall of Famer. Chuck Bednarik, rookie, Hall of Famer. M. Tunnel, Hall of Famer right here. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier. I think I did, but I do need 20 cards to complete this set. 2 of them are big boy cards. It's the Jim Brown rookie and then the Johnny Unitas second-year card. All the rest of them are commons or semi-stars, so they're not too difficult to get. Earl Morrall. I don't know if that's his rookie card or not. No, it looks like it might be his second-year card. Here's Bart Starr, second-year card up here in the upper right. Hall of Famer. Couple of Hall of Famers in this page. We got Charlie Connerly and Leo Nominelli, 2 Hall of Famers. There's that ungraded Rod Jim Ringo, Hall of Famer. Roosevelt Brown, second-year card. A lot of team cards on this page. A few Hall of Famers on this page. Bill George, Hall of Famer. Raymond Berry, second-year card, Hall of Famer. Hugh McElhenry, Hall of Famer. I don't know if Tom McDonald's a Hall of Famer or not. Might be. This might be his rookie card, too. Yeah, this is his rookie card. Ollie Matson, Hall of Famer. George Blanda, Hall of Famer. All right, so that's all 132 cards. I have 112 of them in this binder. I have 5 of them in PSA sleeves getting ready to get sent off to PSA. Again, this is my 1958 Topps football set. And yeah, I've been collecting this for quite some time. Now, some of you may be asking, why, are the sets not complete, or are they complete or whatever? When I put my collection together, I didn't start putting my collection together until 2010. My collection was boxed up, and most of you know I was in the military for 23 years, so I did a lot of moving around. So every time I moved, the military would come in and box all my stuff up, and I just left it boxed up until I retired. Once I retired in 2010, I unboxed everything, I sorted everything. I'm actually still sorting. I'm down to the last probably 10 or 12% of my cards that need to be sorted, but I started to sort everything, put them into team sets and into manufacturer sets. So now I have a clear picture of what I need. I can start focusing and concentrating on getting the rest of the sets completed. Some of them, as we start to hit the 1960s, I'm only missing maybe one card, or maybe 3 cards, or 5 cards, whatever. But the 50s, for some reason, I didn't focus on getting many of the cards from the 50s. Obviously, the sets are a lot smaller back in the 50s as they are compared to the 60s and into the 70s and to present day. But yeah, I just didn't focus that much on getting the cards from the 50s. But, not too bad. Only 20 cards short, 2 of them being big boy cards. So no worries in order to get those complete. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video on my 1958 Topps football set. If you have any comments you want to make, please put them in the comment box. Do you like the 1958 Topps football set? I just so happen to like it much better than the... I like the 56 set too. Not a big fan of the 57 split image card, but I like the 58 set. There's a card in here that I didn't mention. Let me find that card. I like action cards. Like right here, you know, you got a couple of players running with the ball. Some of them have the portrait. Not a big fan of the portrait shop. I do like the action shop, but there's a really cool looking card in here. Where's that one card at? Let's see, right here. Lamar McCann. That is a cool looking photo. For a late 50s football card, that is a cool action shot. The quarterback is literally 3 or 4 feet in the air, jumping higher than his offensive line. I just love that card. Yeah. So anyways, if you have any comments on the 1958 Topps football set, do you have a 1958 Topps football set for those vintage collectors? If you do, maybe you can show your 1958 Topps football set. If you have any favorite players in the set, if I missed any of the Hall of Famers, just let me know. Reach out in the comment box and just drop me a line. And yeah, so yeah, that's my 1958 Topps football set. So I'm going to continue on with my series, peek into my collection. Next week I'm going to do my 1959 Topps football set. So hope you'll be looking out for that. So we'll talk to you on the next video. All right, bye.